We spend fortunes optimizing for a purchase, but we are missing the most profitable moment in the entire customer journey. The secret to unlocking it is not a new tool, but a single, simple word that instantly shuts down human skepticism. Just think about it for a second. The entire digital economy, all the ads, the funnels, the incredible amount of engineering, it's all designed for one single moment, the click of a buy button. It's this massive culmination of effort and investment. But what if I told you that in our obsession with that one click, we're completely ignoring an even bigger opportunity that opens up just seconds later? Today, we're going to do more than just talk about a marketing tactic. We are going to decode a fundamental principle of human psychology. And when you apply it correctly, it transforms that single point of sale into a continuous flowing stream of value. This is a blueprint for growth that doesn't demand more traffic or a bigger ad budget. It just requires understanding one pivotal moment and one incredibly powerful word. Just let that idea sink in. All that money, all the data science, the countless hours of A/B testing, it's all laser focused on getting that one initial transaction. And yet somehow we're collectively blind to this goldmine that appears just after the payment goes through. We treat that confirmation page like it's the end of the story, when in reality, it's the beginning of the most important chapter. And the key isn't some complex new software or radical expensive strategy. No, it's a single word. A word so common we use it every single day without even thinking about it. Yet it's so powerful it can bypass our brain's natural resistance to being sold to. So, what is that word? And how on earth does it work like a key to unlock all this hidden value? Well, that's exactly what we're here to decode piece by piece. So here's the crucial point. Traditional business thinking has taught us for decades to see the sale as the finish line. You know, the confirmation page is like the victory lap. But that is a profound and very costly illusion. The truth is, that moment of purchase isn't an end. It's a beginning. It's the exact point where a prospect who was, naturally skeptical and defensive transforms into a customer. A brand new relationship is literally born in that instant. One built on a foundation of trust and commitment that just did not exist a few seconds earlier. Think about it. They've trusted you with their money. They've committed to your solution. And in that brief, fragile moment of high trust and low skepticism, that's where the real opportunity for sustainable growth is hiding. Okay, now what's so interesting about this is how it perfectly contrasts the old, kind of broken way with this new, much smarter way. On the left, you've got the pre-purchase upsell. We've all been there, right? You're about to check out, you've got your credit card in hand, and suddenly, damn, you're hit with pop-ups. Wait, add this, or don't forget that. It just feels jarring. It's a super high-risk gamble from the business's side. It interrupts the customer's flow, it adds friction, it adds doubt, and honestly, it often just feels greedy. This is a huge reason for cart abandonment. But now look at the right side. The post-purchase opportunity is the total opposite. It's built on a peak of high trust because the customer has already committed. It doesn't interrupt anything. It logically follows their commitment, leveraging the psychological momentum of their decision. And most importantly, it completely preserves that initial hard-won conversion, which makes any extra revenue a pure risk-free gain. This right here, this is the psychological magic at the very heart of the system. Think of it like this. Before clicking buy, a person is standing on one side of a river. They are a skeptic. Their guard is way up. They're poking at the bridge, testing its strength, looking for any reason not to cross. But the instant that payment is confirmed, they've crossed the bridge. In that moment, a massive transformation happens. They're no longer a skeptic. They are an owner. They've joined the club. And their brain immediately shifts from a defensive posture to one of justification. They actually want to feel good about their decision. Their commitment is at its absolute peak, and their skepticism is at rock bottom. This brief, powerful window is the single most profitable moment in their entire journey with you. So you might be asking, why is seizing this moment more critical right now than ever before? Well, this isn't just some clever marketing trick to boost profits. For a lot of businesses today, this has become a fundamental matter of survival. This whole system was born from a very real financial crisis that's been quietly reshaping the world of online business for years. The old models are just breaking down. So let's look at the hard numbers that are driving this incredible pressure. And this chart illustrates the problem perfectly. For years, the cost to get a new customer, your customer acquisition cost, or CAC, has been climbing like crazy. Why? Well, because ad platforms like Google and Facebook are way more crowded. Competition is insane, and privacy changes are making it harder and more expensive to target the right people. So that blue bar representing cost is just going up and up and up. Meanwhile, the profit you make from a single initial sale has stayed pretty much flat. This widening gap means that for a lot of companies, especially in e-commerce and software, acquiring a customer for just one sale is actually a losing game. You lose money on that first transaction. Relying on a single purchase is no longer a sustainable business model. It's a fast track to going out of business. This crisis forced a huge industry-wide shift in focus. The old king of metrics, profit per sale, was basically dethroned. The new king is LTV, or customer lifetime value. And it's a fundamental change in thinking. It's no longer about how much did we make today on this one sale. It's about what's the total predictable revenue we can expect from this one person over our entire relationship. Are they just a one-time visitor, or are they a long-term partner? This number, LTV, is what determines whether your business lives or dies in the modern economy. And it's not just some vague goal, it's a hard financial rule. Investors, boards, the market itself, they all demand what's known as the golden ratio. Your LTV needs to be at least 3 times your customer acquisition cost. A 3-to-1 ratio is the benchmark for a healthy, scalable business. It means for every single dollar you spend to get a customer, you're getting $3 back over time. That margin is what pays for everything else, your team, your product development, your profit. Anything less than that, and you're on really shaky ground, probably losing money when you factor in all your other costs. So the pressure to increase LTV isn't just a good idea, it's a non-negotiable requirement for survival. So this brings us right to the central puzzle, the big paradox that this entire system was designed to solve. We know we have to increase the value of every single customer just to stay in business, but we also know that being too aggressive or too greedy before the sale can scare them away, destroying the very conversion we just fought so hard to get. So how do you solve it? How do you increase that LTV safely, effectively, and right away without introducing any risk to that first sale? The answer lies in decoding that secret word and the psychological mechanism it triggers. Okay, let's get to it. The core mechanism. We've established the why, that immense financial pressure. We've established the when, that brief, high-trust moment right after the purchase. And now we're going to look at the how. We're finally going to open the lock and reveal the key. This is the engine of the entire system. The system works on a really simple but incredibly powerful 3-stage flow. Step 1 is the commitment peak. This is that instant the thank you or order confirm screen appears. The customer feels relief, excitement, validation. Their defenses are completely down. Step 3 is our goal, the LTV spike, that immediate, measurable increase in that customer's value. But the magic, the entire engine that makes this thing go, happens right in the middle, in step 2, rationalization. This is the psychological bridge that connects their commitment to our goal, and that bridge is built in its entirety with one single word. The word we're looking for acts as a cognitive shortcut, like a secret passage in the mind. See, normal decision-making can be a really complex, tangled process, right? It's filled with doubt and second-guessing. This word provides a direct, clean path. It gives the human brain the exact thing it needs to bypass all that messy skepticism and just accept a suggestion, especially when that suggestion comes from a source it now trusts. It provides an instant, almost effortless reason for taking the next logical step. The word is because. That's it. Because. It's simple, it's commonplace. You've probably said it a dozen times today already. And yet, neurologically, it is one of the most persuasive words in the human language. When our brain hears the word because, a little switch flips. We are conditioned from childhood to accept that what follows is a reason, a justification. And in that high-trust, low-skepticism moment, a simple reason is all our brain needs to say yes again. Let's see it in action, because this is where it gets good. The standard, ineffective way is to ask a new question, like, hey, would you like to add advanced protection? This forces the customer's brain to open up a whole new decision-making process to reevaluate pros and cons. But with this system, you don't ask a question, you make a logical statement. You're not asking for permission, you're giving a rational conclusion to their smart purchase. Add this advanced protection because it will protect your investment. See? The word because instantly reframes the offer. It's no longer a new choice to be debated. It becomes the logical completion of the smart decision they just made. It's not about selling something new, it's about helping them finish what they wisely started. Now, this isn't just some clever copywriting trick. It works so reliably because it's rooted in decades of serious research into human behavior. So let's look under the hood at the 2 core psychological principles, famously studied by researchers like Robert Cialdini, that give the word because its incredible power in this specific situation. What's so cool about this slide is how these 2 principles work together perfectly, like a lock and a key. On the left, you have the principle of consistency. This is a powerful internal drive we all have. We feel a deep, nagging need to be consistent with decisions we've already made. By buying the first product, the customer has made a commitment, so the post-purchase offer feels like a natural continuation. Consistency is the lock. It creates the opportunity. But you still need a key. The principle on the right, which we can call the sufficient reason principle, is the key. Study after study has shown that people are far more likely to agree to a request if you just give them a reason, any reason. And the word because is the ultimate trigger for this. It provides that quick, easy justification our brain is looking for to say yes and stay consistent. So the crucial point here is this. Your mindset has to shift from selling more stuff to helping them complete their solution. You're not trying to manipulate someone into wanting something new they didn't know they needed. You are tapping into their own deep psychological need for what's called cognitive closure, that satisfying feeling of a task being complete. You're aligning your business goal with their desire to feel smart and consistent by giving them a logical reason to finish their purchase in the best way possible. It's an act of deep understanding, not shallow persuasion. Okay, we've covered the why, the when, and the deep science behind it, so now let's get practical. Let's translate this powerful theory into a concrete, actionable blueprint. How do you actually build this engine into your own business starting today? Well, it comes down to a clear 3-step framework. First, and this is the absolute golden rule, designed for commitment. The offer must appear after the initial payment is confirmed and the thank you page has loaded. That initial sale is sacred. Never, ever risk it. Second, you have to engineer the because. This requires some real thought. The offer can't be random. It has to be framed as a logical completion, a way to reduce risk, or something that unlocks the full potential of what they just bought. And third, automate seamless acceptance. In the digital world, friction is the ultimate killer of conversion. The system has to use their stored payment details so they can accept the offer with a single click. No re-entering credit card numbers, no extra forms. One click and it's done. It has to be completely effortless. And this slide is great because it shows how flexible and powerful this framing can be. For software, you could offer a premium template package because it unlocks the full power of the tool you just invested in. The logic is about maximizing their investment. For a phone, you offer a screen protector because it protects your new device from accidental damage. That plays on our fear of loss. For e-commerce, someone buys a necklace, you offer matching earrings because this completes the set and saves you on shipping later. That taps into our desire for completion. And for a B2B service, you might offer a key integration because it's the premium integration needed for your specific workflow. Every single because is ruthlessly focused on the customer's desired outcome, making the offer feel like a helpful, obvious next step. As we start to wrap this up, let's just zoom out from the specific tactics for a second and look at the powerful philosophy behind this whole strategy. This is more than just a way to increase LTV. It's a fundamental shift in how we should think about marketing and the entire customer relationship. At its very core, this system works so well because it creates a true win-win. It perfectly aligns two powerful but separate needs, like two gears meshing together beautifully. The business has a critical existential need to increase customer lifetime value to survive. At the exact same time, the customer, having just bought something, has a deep psychological need for certainty, a need to feel that they made a smart, complete decision. The because system is the bridge. It's the mechanism that lets these two needs meet and be satisfied at the same time, creating mutual value. And this, right here, is the ultimate goal, the true metric of success. When this is done right, the customer doesn't feel upsold. They don't get that sinking feeling of being pressured into spending more, which often leads to buyer's remorse. Instead, they leave the experience feeling like they were guided to a better outcome. They feel smarter for having made the initial purchase, and even smarter for completing it so effectively. They feel successful. And that positive, empowering emotion is the bedrock of real long-term brand loyalty. You haven't just created a customer, you created a fan. So what's the one thing you should really take away from all of this? Just remember that the best marketing isn't about pushing people through a funnel with force. It's about understanding their needs, their psychology, and their goals, and then gently pulling them toward more value. Because when you do that, you don't just make a sale. You make your customer feel smart, and that is the most valuable conversion of all.